What's up guys, Invisible Jiu-Jitsu, you've got to sit back. He always makes me look good when I'm choking someone, so hopefully you enjoy the video. We're going to do a little variation of very, very common rolling choke in Judo, but we're going to adapt it for Jiu-Jitsu. The choke in Judo looks like this. If you point your head towards the wall, towards this wall. The choke in Judo looks like this. I take a choking grip, I stand, big space, I kick through, roll, and I end up in a nice bow and arrow from here. Okay, we're going to show some details of the legs, some details with the choke. And that's all cool, okay? All well and good if we can get that, all right? So now if you point your head this way. So the difference though in Judo is, let's say I've half thrown Sid and he's landed and now he shells up and he'll stay here and he'll wait for me, you know, to try and attack, or, you know, I'll probably give up because there's no point and the referees will stand us back up. That's Judo. But if I get my grip in Jiu-Jitsu, guy knows things are coming. And the obvious one for me from here is actually the clock choke. I'll start diving, and then it's very difficult for him to roll because all my weight's on this shoulder. But in a Judo setting, turn on your hip, like fall away from the choke. Yeah, this is what will happen in a Jiu-Jitsu setting. He'll try and recover guard. In Judo, if I pass that, I'm now into my pin, which can score me a win if I hold it for 20 seconds. But in Jiu-Jitsu, people are much more prepared to unwind the choke by rolling and trying to recover a guard, rather than get clock choked, all right? So the difference in the rules kind of gives us a difference in how they react. So for me, in Jiu-Jitsu, the guy's probably not going to stay here while I lift him and I go straight into my roll. So here's how we adapt it. We do the same back take that I've already put on YouTube. You can click on the corner and watch that back take. Just shell up a little bit, give me some, that's it. I'm going to block the knee, ride the hip, look. I open the space and I put my hook in. And now if you just raise up just a little bit so they can see what's going on, all right? He's expecting this hand to start feeding in for a choke, okay? So I'm here and he starts to block and I clear a resistance and I actually switch, and roll the other way. So because I already have my hook in, even if he tries to drop his hip to the ground, like to unwind the choke like before, that's what I want to do, yeah? He's not gonna be able to do it. It's gonna make the choke come on, all right? By rolling away from me, my hook is already underneath him. If I try and follow him from here and he tries to roll away from me, it's a big jump for me to go. But when my hook is already in and I take my cross grip on the wrong side, I adjust. Even if he tries to roll away now, it's what I want. Okay? That's what I want. So, I open space and I start to attack conventionally. He starts to defend and I actually switch look. And I don't worry about taking a great grip. Okay, it doesn't have to be super deep. It's going to be very powerful later on. From here, I adjust from facing the same direction to facing 90 degrees. And then this leg is going to go across his belly. And I'm going to roll through and catch his leg. The choke will pull him around. Okay? We just turn now. From here, my weak grip now becomes a strong grip, and I go all the way to the end of his leg if I can get it. I can hold my collar, hold the back of my head. I'll try not to put Sid to sleep while I'm talking to you. Okay? Come here, Sid. Have the head this way. Have the head towards the wall now. Let's see where we end up. Open, boom. I start to attack look, and then I switch. I don't worry about a deep grip. Okay, I just take a grip. Angle, roll through. And from here, now I slide up. If I want to, cross over the shoulder. And you see, even without me pulling, because my hips are aligned to his neck, it's a super tight choke already. Okay? The choking detail with the hands, just sit back down here, sit with your back. Sit up. The choking detail with the hand is weak grip. I actually turn and put this part of my hand on his chest, like I'm beating him in the chest. Then I pull it tight, look, and my wrist is cocked. What this does is it keeps my arm underneath his head. If I try and straighten my wrist, there's a danger that my wrist will slip off. So, one more time.
Face that way.
Head towards the banners. I open, boom. I start to attack my conventional choke, or I go straight to my reverse, and then I angle and I roll. Okay, pick up his leg to stop him moving. I can cross and then really put my back into it. Okay, that's such a tight choke, it only needed 2 fingers there. But the detail from here, I don't leave my hand in this position, I turn and I bend my wrist. I take all that slack away. Now there's no chance his head can escape, as opposed to here, where his head might. So, it's a little adjustment to make the judo choke a little bit more effective under the rules of jiu-jitsu. I'm not saying the judo one won't work, I'm just saying you might find that this is a higher percentage to put that first hook in and then start switching and attacking. So if you like the video, give it a share with all your friends. Thanks to Sid, thanks to you guys for watching. We'll see you again.